Now, Yamaha recently updated their entire motorcycle lineup for 2023 and they got a few changes here and there. One of them was the FZ-X, and in fact, we are in Jaipur today and we have been riding this motorcycle since the morning for about 100 odd kilometers. So this is how it rides.
I was waiting in the undertow, set adrift with featherweight light poles, unaware of where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow. I was waiting in the undertow, set adrift with featherweight light poles, unaware of where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow. And the water feels like a friend I've known.
Hi, my name is Dhruv Paliwal. You're watching autoX and today we're talking about the Yamaha FZ-X. Now, being a neo retro motorcycle has always been the calling card of the FZ-X, and that remains the case. However, as far as the changes are concerned, well, they're quite obvious. First of all, it's this matte blue shade with the golden rims, and there's a new traction control system on board. Now, as far as the engine is concerned, well, this is a pretty nice motor. It always has been very stress-free, very easy, very relaxed to ride, and the power is spread evenly across the rev band. But if you really want to hustle it, you want to make sure that you keep the engine in the top half of the rev range. The gearbox too is very easy and very intuitive to use. The clutch action, it's pretty light, and all of it means that this motorcycle is very, very easy to ride into city. You can dart into gaps, you can just ride it on inclines, you can just balance the clutch. All of it is very, very easy. However, when it comes to refinement, you do feel the vibes just a tad bit everywhere on the tank, on the foot pegs, on the handlebars, but it's nothing that you will feel will take away from the riding experience or will tire you out for too long. We've been riding this motorcycle for 100 kilometers since the morning, and honestly, I'm not saying I'm daisy fresh, but it's generally what riding a commuter motorcycle feels like for 100 kilometers. There are no pain points over there.
Let me see you try.
As far as the features go, well, there is not a lot, but you do have a few useful ones. First of all, the screen, it's negatively lit, backlit, and you've got a decent amount of information on there. Apart from, you can also have your incoming call alerts and stuff like that on the screen. You also have a 12-volt socket over here right underneath the screen, which is actually a big highlight. So that means that a lot of your car accessories which plug into a 12-volt socket can actually also be used with this motorcycle. Now the seat, well, the seat here is this nice ribbed pattern, but it's a flat bench which slightly rises towards the pillion, and it's very, very comfortable to spend a lot of hours in. The one thing I want to talk about in detail is what can this motorcycle do, and on that front I think it's a motorcycle that's pretty much happy doing everything that is out there. Commuting, it can do. City rides, it can do. On the highway, yes, you will be limited to speeds of 80 and 90. Above that, it just runs out of breath. But yes, you can do, but only short journeys. Say 50 to 100 kilometers in one go on a highway. That's pretty much the limitation of this motorcycle. The one area where it really impressed me was off-road. I know this is a naked, this is a street motorcycle. It's not really supposed to be good off-road. But you know what? Yamaha's given these semi off-road block pattern tires, and when you take this motorcycle off-road, I'm not saying you do hardcore trails with it, but gravel roads, slight sand, it is a lot of fun. In fact, the handlebar is just so responsive. If you let it go, if you let it loose, this motorcycle can do a lot of stuff. It's a lot of fun off-road, as you can probably see from the videos. So I think that's one area where it's actually earning some brownie points and is becoming a better, a more all-rounded motorcycle. The suspension also, it feels very comfortable, it feels very pliant, it can take most of the stuff in, but when you do go over even smaller undulations at higher speeds, it does tend to kick back, and that can, while not unnerve you, it can cause a lot of fatigue if you are riding over a lot of kilometers. Even in the corners, this motorcycle stays pretty stable, and even the tires, despite being off-road, semi-off-road tires, block pattern tires, they do work well in the corners. There was no one moment where I felt that this motorcycle was slipping away from me, or it remained pretty stable in the corners.
On a wheel where my heart would flow. I was waiting in the undertow. But now
So you know what? Those were the changes on the Yamaha FZ-X. This motorcycle has been around for a long time. So let us know if you think there's something that should have been changed on it which Yamaha has given a miss. Reach out to us in the comments box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, goodbye.